guys! Welcome to day 3. It's been fun getting started, although it's weird for me to work with a script, so... Anyways, I got this done on voice chat on Discord. Well, I was working on it while talking to the Discord people who are awesome. But I have Mark and Louie and the dragon, and of course Kai and Andre here. All good to go, and I'm just left with these 5 to do. I don't know. So I'm just gonna open up a new file here. Close some of these. Let me get the YouTube chat up too. Listener's here! Happy birthday, listener! It's listener's birthday. Everybody should tell listener happy birthday. So, I'm going to consult the script here. You're not going to be able to see it, I don't think. I put it on the right screen, right? I think so, okay. So, the scene I wanted to do today is the introduction of the new character Indigo, whose design may or may not be 100% solidified, so we'll have fun with that. I have a good idea of what I want him to look like. I've drawn him before, I can't make up my mind on a few details. Oh, hey Clyde! Welcome to the party! Birthday party edition. Yesterday was my wonderful husband's birthday. And we had M&M pancakes and just kind of spent the day together. It was really nice. This is Marky here. Oh no! Sorry, Clyde. Your internet pooping out on you. I made, what, 4 pages of extra yesterday? It was pretty intense. I'm at a pretty good part right now, so. And I got a crucial piece of goodness to make the pages better, so I know I'm being really vague, but it's gonna be a surprise for people who read extra. Ha ha ha. Oh, hi, Falling Feather! Welcome! Yeah, I revived it. There's a bunch of people are like, hey, I miss this. Like, you know what? I miss it too. We're gonna do this again. Yeah, if you want to join the Discord, in the description of episode 12 that just came out, there is a link to the Discord. We have fun. You follow Extra too? Thank you for reading it. Yeah, I'm gonna be working on an Extra related animation, like, off stream, so hopefully in a week or 2 that'll be up. Alright, we got Marky here, and I need Zoe kind of off in the corner. She's pertinent to this part. Just need to remind people she's here. There we go. Okay, then I want Indigo to be like back there, but I want him on his own animation folder. Not timeline. This one. I'm glad you like it. Are you reading the color version or the paper version? I have to know how many spoilers I can drop. In the paper version, I'm drawing like the final act of the whole series. Alright, let's get... I'm gonna draw Indigo's final destination so I can sort of see where to put him in space. Hey, my stuff, welcome! Yeah, it's kind of crazy and bittersweet. I bet, like, an emotional part, like... I don't know if you guys cry when you write, but... I feel like if I can make myself cry, then I've done my job. Hi, Arista! Welcome to the party. Let's see. Let's keep getting Indigo here. Yeah, it's like when you achieve that level of emotional writing, it just, it's like, you know you've done good. So you got a little piece of your heart in there. Okay, yeah, I make myself cry by running into tables and stuff like that too, so. You know, if I'm like really in pain, I don't cry, but if I like am minorly in pain, like I whack my funny bone, then I'll cry. If I'm like, you know, like this is suffering now, then I'm just like quiet and hugging a pillow or something. It's funny how different levels of pain like provide such different responses. I had a friend that would laugh hysterically if she ever got hurt, and so like, you know, she'd fall or something and really be hurt and just be laughing. And then we'd all sort of be laughing too, but... You haven't finished a project in a long time. I hope you finish a project soon. Finishing projects is just really good feeling. It's good to have little like mini finishes, like you finished a chapter, you finished a panel, you finished, I don't know. I find that breaking it down helps me stay motivated. I've been toying around with giving him a bandana. He's gonna be really annoying to draw. Just saying that right now. Hi, KP. I'm so glad you liked it. Falling said, "Oh, Reese is here too." I have to scroll up a bit. Finishing projects is hard. I'm trying to finish an episode of my first animated show. Oh my goodness, if you finish, send it to me, because I love watching other people's animated stuff, but I completely agree, it does take a while. I know your pain. Especially other people who, like, go beyond what I do. Like, I try to, you know, cut out in between frames and, you know, simplify the animation a little bit so I don't have so much to do. Other people are like, I'm gonna go full on Disney. And like, it's beautiful, but don't hurt yourself. It's listener's birthday today for people who weren't here at the very beginning. So we're having a listener birthday. It's also Yanti's birthday, but I don't think Yanti's here yet. So when Yanti shows up, we'll have her birthday as well. It's a double birthday, guys. It's basically a double rainbow. I'm spending a little bit of time on this because this is first appearance. And I usually go back and reference, like, the first time I drew a character as their reference. I don't do turnarounds. I mean, if you've read Extra, you'll see that the characters morph a little bit after their first appearance because I just keep going back to that first page. And eventually I stop going to the first page and then they sort of change a little bit. And solidify from there. You originally looked very fast back up because you did a review. Oh, you're gonna review it? Well, if you ever review it, I would be honored. I always, like, hope people will, you know, find it and like it, but I mean, the first episode is what it is, and I love it to pieces, but people are like, what is this? Like, it's the first episode, guys! Like, Andy was your tops, thank you. He's gonna have little, like, I'm debating on whether making his whole ears brown or just the tip, so I might just go his whole ear. He's looking a little too cute right now. I need to square him up a bit. Supposed to be, you know, he can hold his own. That's okay, they're all pretty cute. Sorry to go. You were born into cuteness. I don't know what I say. Yes. That's my favorite part of episode 1. I used to be so embarrassed because I would show it to people and then they'd, like, turn the volume way, but like, please, please don't, and then that part would come and it just blast everything out. Hey Clyde, this is Indigo. Right here. The first Indigo. Has a quiver. Indigo has existed for quite a while under various names, as we've established in earlier streams, but this is the first time he's actually, you know, become an official part of the family. Probably created Indigo in 2010, 11, somewhere in there. You don't use this account. You're gonna have to fight the other Clyde to the death. My name is Indigo Montoya. Maybe I'll give him a reference name. He doesn't have a last name yet. What's Montoya backwards? No. There we go. There's his last name. Let's get this I'm not in an edgy mood right now. What? This isn't even in my playlist. YouTube, what have you done to me? Oh, I see it. Finished my playlist. It was like, we're done here. I forget to hit shuffle. It just... Oh, YouTube. Who's the character with the spotted ear in the Bumblebee animation? Oh, the blue and purple ones? They're twins named Yazzie and Jazzy, and they are technically in episode 2, but they're green. You can see them in the crowd. But, yeah, I just basically used them for that animation. So it's like, it'd be really cool to have twins singing this, and the only twins I had were the ones in the crowd. I see that they've graduated to become full-on pop stars now in the Fairy Fox world. They've got their own record deal. I'm sorry guys, my stream is just breaking your stuff. Bring them back. Maybe I'll have a reference to them somewhere. I really want them to go to Cloud City. So they spent most of their time, you know, out of the city in Fairy Foxes. I don't think you've ever even seen the city. But there is a city called Cloud City, and I really, really want them to go there, so I'll have to like make billboards and stuff. I don't know why I bring this upon myself. I always like choose very difficult to draw environments like libraries. And cities and castles. They're just so cool. They have aesthetics. Hi, Reba. Oh, I think we already established that like there would be dire consequences if another my stuff met another my stuff. Last time we spoke about it, there were like apocalyptic circumstance. I'm brain farting. Consequences, that's the word I'm looking for. It's okay, Falling Feather. I had to rewatch it myself to remember what was going on. It's embarrassing, but I did. Yeah, I don't feel bad though because Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, forgot that he made Super Saiyan 2, which is like a huge plot point of one of the arcs. But, like, if he can forget stuff, so can I! But anyway, to summarize, Fairy Fox is basically, they're in a civil war with a bunch of hawks. They live above the clouds, of course. And the hawks want to destroy the human race so that they can be the dominant species. And there's a group of rebels who want to stop that. And so the hawks want to use this amulet to destroy the humans because they've heard it has destructive properties. But the rebels have it right now, and the only people who can use it are Mark and Zoe. And so they're like, we can use it to destroy the hawks, except that's not going so well. There's a bunch of little interpersonal dramas. People are questioning Kai's loyalty. And Louis turning into a dragon. Things like that. Yeah, Shovel is the new favorite character. I should give Indigo a shovel just, you know, to solidify his entrance. I've been referring to that particular shovel as a he. He's a very good boy. Maybe he'll meet a lovely shovel lady someday. And they'll have trowel children. I don't know. Yeah, let's give him a tail. I'm just gonna straight up color him here so that I have a reference for his colors later on. I don't usually color this early in a scene, but I want to pick his colors. Looks like he's holding something. I just kind of wanted him to be like, you know, grading him. He's more gray brown. Like an ashy color. Got more saturated brown ears. And I was thinking like spots like that. And a couple down here. Let's put 3 on all 4 limbs. Have I ever thought about writing bios from the Fairy Fox characters? Like, of them, or like by them, like their own bio? Like, hi, I'm Mark. I screech for a living. I could write bios on all of them. These little mental bios. Go steal my off-white that I use for their muzzles. So like your basic character bio sort of thing. I mean, I could, but I usually like to not have a bio and just sort of show their traits through a story. Because the episodes are short enough that you could usually, you know, just watch it and be like, okay, that guy's a jerk, that guy's nice but confused, she's a little crazy. And then I give little tidbits and doodles, like if I, you know, have a weird trait that I just want to be like, hey, did you know that, you know, Mimi hates strawberries? That's not true, but for example, it could be true. I'll draw a little doodle of her. What if we gave him like indigo eyes, match his name? Maybe that's how he got named. It's a little bright for him. I want him to have... I like green eyes. We have a lot of green-eyed characters in Fairy Foxes, but indigo might just join them here. That looks pretty good. Mimi has green eyes. Louie has a green eye. The King Yurta, I guess he also has one green eye. You were thinking indigo is going to be indigo colored. You know, he needs something indigo. He can wear an indigo scarf. It has to be like more distinguishable from Kai's cape though. It's on the purple side of indigo, but that's okay. Accidentally. I'm gonna make his canister or quiver thing the same color as his belt. There he is. Welcome to Fairy Foxes Indigo. Enjoy your stay. We'll see how different he looks by the end of this episode. Oh, you had your English exam yesterday? I'm so glad it went well for you. I'm glad you were able to practice with us. I'm starting to be able to recognize when people are speaking Danish, if that counts for anything. I don't know why I'm coloring Mark too. I just was in a coloring mode. Where's Mark's liner? Oh, it's down there. I'll do his color separate. Alright, so now we've got to animate him. I wanted Indigo to start off like back here. Draws a little bandana. So he's gonna be really irritating to draw with all these details. He'll be chatting with somebody. He's an amicable fellow. Is Indigo Link's there a fox? He is a fox. He does have lynxy ears though. I wanted him to be more like coyote inspired, I guess. Although coyotes don't really look like that. Let me go look up what a coyote looks like. He's not a coyote, he's still a fox. I guess coyotes have like a dark tail. But they have those cute little speckles, you know? I think coyotes are adorable. Most people don't like them because they're kind of pests, but they're way too cute. He does look like a lynx. He's got those floofy ears. Floofy feet. I don't know who he's talking with yet, but somebody. Now let's have him notice Mark. Yay, Reva's on summer break! if all goes well today, I'm gonna get to go to the store and get my very last extra sketchbook. At least I'm guessing it'll be my very last one. That's exciting. I know. Well, it's been a while since I started the story, but it's a very, I don't know, it's hard for me to leave behind characters, like, finish their story. Like, I've spent so long with these guys. It's like sending your children off to college. They grow up so fast. Yeah, we believe in you, listener. Alright, there he goes. He's noticed Mark. Now we're gonna come over. And I am gonna put a little scratch track on this color bit here. Let's see, his feet are here, here. So I would like him to take, he ends with his feet off screen. This is a trick I am testing out. So you draw the footprints first, and then you kind of put them in over it. You might need another step in there. The school is, I don't know, I wish it was more based on learning and less on stress testing people. That's just what I wish. I drew the footprints of the wrong layer, and so let's redraw. Clip Studio is super weird about copying and pasting. Like, you can't just cut line art from one place and paste it down again. I don't even know how it wants me to do it. It makes like a new layer and you're supposed to flatten it in. Some programmer thought he was being brilliant. I should draw the head too. grade people's behavior throughout the year based on the weather? I've never heard of something like that. Oh, house sparrows! Robins! Oh my goodness! That's adorable. My friend Chelsea has, I think there's some kind of starling living in her gutter. It's gonna be hard to sort of bounce between extra and fairy foxes because I'm really excited about working on extra stuff. I'm excited about fairy foxes too, but like, you know, when you get to like a juicy part of a story and you're like, whoa, I want to see how this gets, like how this gets ironed out. Kind of feel that way about extra. Although, I think I'll have the reverse problem pretty soon with fairy foxes once I start animating a certain part in this episode. And then I'll be like, extra, what's that? Fairy foxes is where it's at now. I'm very all or nothing, one track focus. Opposite arms. Come on, Indigo, get this right. He's a little off proportion. That's okay. The weather's horrible. You must have been bad. They blame me for weather. Yeah, if you have a lot of ideas, it's kind of hard to just like pick one. I get that way if I have 3 projects going. It's just like, I don't know which one to work on. If it was just 2 bouncing like this, I could do like all one, all the other, all one, all the other. Like an ancient CPU. So I have a bunch of like comic drawing Facebook groups that I just sort of follow through, you know, see what other people are doing. There's this one poor guy who's like, I'm thinking about getting into digital drawing, like, what kind of tablet would you recommend? I'd be like, well, what kind of computer do you have? And it's like, oh, I have this 20-year-old laptop and half the screen is dead. That's all this poor guy had. And we were like, well, most tablets need a computer. Unless you just buy a straight up, like, iPad. I've never seen a laptop that was 20 years old and still, like, you know, being used daily. It's impressive. Makes me want to like find an old laptop and be like, here, just take it. just let yours. Babe is getting some food. You always feel obligated to pick the simplest or easiest one because you'll be faster finish. Yeah, I know you feel like this one's only this long. It will be hard. Just get through it. And then you're like staring at it for a long time and then you get distracted. You somehow managed to draw digitally on your old desktop for a few years. That's impressive. Yeah, like people who are thrifty and like hang on to their systems for years impress me. I do keep around my 2001 laptop, but I don't use it daily. I like pull it out once in a while because it has like my old stories on it, and it's fun to play the pinball game on Windows XP. Last time I tried to connect it to the internet though, it like almost caught on fire. It heated up so much. It's like, what is this? What have you done to me? Yeah, I usually, like when my logical brain isn't working, I'll go for the one I'm most passionate about and I'll let everything else, you know, slide a bit. But sometimes it gets me kick-started and I'm like, okay, now I have enough motivation to just draw the other stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Windows 7 was a good operating system. I was upset when I had to change to 10. I still don't like that they put out so many updates like all the time, but it's better than Windows 8. We'll do that. Sorry if I pause drawing. I'm getting really distracted by looking out the window at birds. Sometimes they fly by. I'm like, oh wow, look at it. You sort of like observe the way they fly. They like bloop in their wings, so they just, you know, like that. They stretch them out. Delicious bowl of chips. I think it was a robin. It could have been a sparrow. I just saw it on my peripheral vision and it looked up. It's kind of sunny, so it's hard to tell because all the birds are just kind of dark splotches in the distance. And there goes some. I think those are sparrows. They're not big like robins. There's a school bus. What's that doing out here? Oh man, my non-pepperoni people. There you are. I don't like pepperoni either. I always pull them off. But I've perfected a way of pulling them off where I don't remove the cheese. You have to like sort of gently flick it. And then it'll peel away from the cheese like 9 times out of 10. Pizza places that bake the pepperoni into the pizza, like, those are my arch nemesis. Oh, here's an embarrassing story. This is a really good pizza place in the next town over from us. They have, like, really, really good deep dish pizza. And we went there, and, you know, I don't like pizza toppings because I'm weird. And so John is kind and always gets me a deep dish cheese, or at least half of it. And so he said half of the pizza cheese and half of it pepperoni or whatever they were getting. And so we get there and it's all pepperoni, and they're like, oh sorry, we'll make you a brand new cheese, like, and you can have the cheese pizza too. And so we wait, and deep dish pizzas take a really long time to cook, like 40 minutes. And so we're waiting, and I'm watching everybody else eat and talk and whatever. And so we see a cheese pizza go by. I was like, is that ours? And then they serve it to the next table. They had also ordered a cheese pizza apparently, but they gave them ours. And so, like, they were really embarrassed. They're like, well, we can give you a gift card, I guess. And it was really awkward and embarrassing for, like, everybody involved. And now, like, that same waitress recognizes me because they only have, like, 2 waitresses. So every time I go back there, I could see, like, the recognition in her eyes. Like, I'm the person who ate this. The person who doesn't like pepperoni. Like, it wasn't really the waitress's fault or our fault, I guess, except for my pickiness. We just... It's just embarrassing to go back now. To hide my face. They have this interesting lemonade there sometimes. They, like, have a little jar out. And it's lemonade, but it has, like, all these herbs in it. I don't know how else to describe it. But anyway, they have little sample cups, and it tastes just like lemonade and lawn clippings. Like, I kid you not, that, like, smell of fresh grass. They somehow infused that into the lemonade. And, like, it's not bad, but, like, I wouldn't drink a glass of it. Yeah, it's a very odd combination. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you're like, I like this as a smell, but this is Not what I expected. So every time we bring people to that pizza place, I'm like, try the lawn lemonade. And then I make them try it. And seeing people's reactions is hilarious because it ranges from like, huh, yeah, that's not bad, to bleh. It's like the power of suggestion. Oh man, that group drawing you did was amazing. I love it so much. I was like trying to zoom in, but you like can't because it's small, and I was trying to zoom in anyway. Let's see. Yeah, I loved the guy in the corner. Thank you for drawing him in there. He's like, there's my OC. The whole like board game thing is great. Alright, I did a horrible job on anatomy all around, but he's gonna be walking, so hopefully people... Oh, not that fast, Indy, my goodness. It's a speedy boy. It sort of looks like he's running up to him. Give him his gear. I am speed. Indigo's gotta go fast. It draws little Indiana here. Let's bring back the opacity. Although he looks really nice all pastel. Like a dusty Arctic fox. To go with the Fairy Fox Olympics. Alright, and I can get rid of my footprint stuff. Best Olympic. He is ferocious and fierce. You should fear him and all his pasteliness. Actually, drawing them all in pastels is kind of fun. I've only done it a couple of times, but It makes them look super cute. Pastels just do that though. Jax, what are you doing? Mysterious, no answer. Okay. Let's go check the script. Okay, Mark is like, ta-da! Here's a Zoe. Let's put Indigo up front here. Some over the shoulder shots. Big news, I have fan art. What? I'm really amazed by the amount of like art people have made. It's some really amazing like fan drawings in the Fairy Fox group. You guys have all become amazing artists. It makes me feel like warm and fuzzy when I see somebody who like has surpassed me. Like, yes, you have become the master now. Let's give Indigo some floof here. A few years ago now, well, when was that? I got to visit a grade school, and I got to spend time with a bunch of 5th graders, and it kind of let slip that I made fairy foxes, and so they all looked it up, and a bunch of them got really into it, and I'm like, fairy foxes! And that was sort of when I was in limbo and just worked. I think I just finished 10. Episode 10. So I can go back and look whenever that was. 2014? They gave me a bunch of fan art. It's just super sweet. I have a bunch of it in a folder. I'm still on a search for the voice for Indigo. I have like a specific kind of voice in mind. And I have a few friends I could ask, but don't know if they'd be willing to do it for me. We'll see. Casting Call Club. Where's Casting Call Club? I usually try to source my voice actors from fans or people I know, but I'm open to other options if I can't find any. Hey Mark, do you want to be Indigo? I don't think you could be mean enough sounding. But maybe you could. I don't know. He's gotta have a little bit of bite to his voice, I think. And Mark's too nice. My brother-in-law Mark, not Fox Mark. Why can't I draw? You have nothing? Oh, what's your mic on that you call Discord with? Is it your phone? You could go without coffee for a couple of days, but then be Indigo. I do not like the taste of coffee. Unless it's in tiramisu. Like, whatever they do to tiramisu, like, makes espresso taste good. The wakeful bean water. The smell of coffee is okay. I associate it with other things. I think if I just, like, you know, somebody's like, here's the smell, I would be like, that's kind of gross. But since I associate it with other things now, I don't mind it. I associate it with other people trying to be awake, and that makes me want to try to be awake too. Probably too much. Have you had one of John's espressos? Or cappuccinos? Whatever they are. Lattes, that's it. I don't remember if he's made you one before. I hear they're very good, but as I don't like coffee, I've never gotten to experience a good latte. Mind stuff. You know, I don't really like Oreos either unless they are like pulverized and like made into a mushy substance, like a cookie ball. Then they're okay. But like just on their own, Oreos are really gross. Like, I'll eat them to be polite. But you know what's even worse than Oreos though is like the wafer things that they're like, they look like this and they come in pastel colors and they have like a little like sliver of frosting in them. It's kind of like eating squished packing peanuts. I can't stand those things. Alright, you guys can have all of them. If I ever get any, I'm just gonna mail them off to you. Yeah, that's what makes them gross. They're like eating like an unused dish scrubby. I like things that have like a lot of definition and I don't know. things that submit to your teeth, you know? Like, I want it to squish when it's supposed to be squished and not squish when it's not. Yeah, Oreos are like, oh, you want to bite, let me break in half. Like, it's like you're making more and more Oreos in your mouth instead of crunching them up. He's supposed to be like introducing her. To make him a little smaller. Here's room for Zoe. I tried biking off. Oh, on the like exercise bikes that tell you how many calories you burn. I think those are a lie. At my high school, where they forced us to do 4 years of gym, which is horrible and miserable, and no school should ever do that, regardless of state rules. They had these biking machines up in the like weightlifting room, I guess. So on rainy days we'd be in there and I would just like, you know, get on the biking machine and just be like completely like grumpy that I was in gym class. And so anyway, there I'm just like meh. And the particular biking machine, like you could set the resistance higher or lower and these like lights would come on the screen based on the number of time at what resistance you were going. And so I would set it to the highest resistance and try to fill up like the whole screen with lights. I only did it a couple times. That was my entertainment in my prison. I got Zoe egg. Here she is. Zoe. If you're not in the Discord, I think it was Sav who found out that the episode 1 subtitles, it says something like, we'll name her Zoe Egg. I was in a drawing party for one of my missed cons. So instead of having, you know, the annual get-together of all the artists, they had it on Zoom. And people started joking like, "Huh, what if people started the drawing with the ear on the left? That would be just ridiculous." And I start all fairy boxes with that ear. Like 90% of the time. It's like, ha 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 ha, yeah! What a crazy idea. So he's like, hi. I don't know why I always start with the ears. Just like I like their ears, and so like I think it's a fun place to start. I like having a reference to the very top of them will be too. have a very hard time knowing if people are gonna like or dislike Indigo. I think it'll be kind of a neutral response. I'm not sure. But I just get excited when new characters enter the stage. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Indigo's not exactly a father figure to Mark, but he's like a trusted friend. Shocked Indigo time, I believe. I'm gonna double check. It's like, no way, a Zoe egg. I had a lot of awkward first encounters with my now in-laws, but we are good friends now. We just had to understand each other first, I think. But I am very blessed to have wonderful in-laws. Some people are not as fortunate. Kind of weird. Every family is kind of weird. You just have to get used to each family's flavor of weirdness. I should probably not put his ear poofs out there. I remember the first time I met you and Evan, you guys were super tiny. You guys were shorter than me. And now you're like towering over me. What happened? Aww. You guys were awesome. I think you guys really wanted to show us something you made out of Legos. Hi, Krita! Welcome to the party. This song is really nice because it both makes me really happy and also fills me with a sense of like impending doom because it's from like the really hard levels of Yoshi's Island. Makes me want to do my best. There aren't many songs that do that. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember you. It's just, I think you know the story, maybe other people don't. On separate occasions, like, you know, when John is with our family or when I was with John's family, John and I, you know, go on a walk or something just to talk together. And on separate occasions, like when we were at John's family's house, Mark followed us out into the woods. And then at my family's house, Chloe followed us around the block. We like turn around, we just see her looming in the street light. Like, Chloe. It's funny. He's supposed to be like, whoa, a Zoe egg. Well, it is when it's a new girlfriend in the family. See, I didn't have any older siblings to spy on, so I don't really know the thrill, but... Oh, there's a mourning dove outside. Very floofy. Hello, mourning dove. I'll draw the mourning dove for you guys. Keeps bobbing his head. Sitting on the edge of our roof that I can see from our window. We've got little dots on his tail feathers. The wind's kind of ruffling his feather, or her feather. Oh, there goes. Here's another embarrassing Christy fact. I thought mourning dove sounds were owls for like 10 years. It's like, wow, you can hear the owls out even in the daytime. And it's just mourning doves. I didn't put two and two together. Well, I thought they were called mourning doves for like the longest time. Like, oh, that's such a pretty name. I didn't think it was mourning doves because it sounds like they're crying. They're like, boo, hoo, hoo, hoo. They're just everywhere. Yeah, I always scream, but because I don't live in an area where we have owls, I never knew what owls were supposed to sound like, and you always hear whoo in, you know, cartoons. Even more floof. Yeah! And my old version of myself. Sticky chin. I've thought about re-adding fox ears to it. I just stick with wings now. I did like this, and I gave myself like little yellow hair blobs. I don't even know. It was my old. So I switch it up once in a while. I just like having wings right now. I did do a leek spin. Except it wasn't a leek spin, it was a pencil spin. Or whatever I was doing at the time. I was practicing Anime Studio, which is a new animating program I had. Which I used in episode 4 and 5 and pieces of 7. Animation memes are still going strong, like if you look for them, but they're all like this is my persona, and they're like bobbing their heads to the music, and then they open their eyes and it's just black sludge. Ooh. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's all the same after a while. Like, yay, black sludge dogs, I guess. Or all three. He's gonna pull his head down. He's gonna like do a bow thing, and so he's gonna be like all uncomfortable. Yeah. He goes like, oh no, they're getting married. Back in the day, it seemed like there used to be more, or maybe it's just because YouTube is friendlier to us, more series animators. Like, I knew of at least 2 other people. I never spoke to them because their series did better than mine usually. I was like, wow, they're so cool. I wish we could all be friends, but I'm too shy to talk to them. But some of them are still active, like Turbo of Doom. I've never said a word to her, but I always saw her stuff like in my recommended section. And the girl who did Angelica Avenue, I think her username was just Angelica Avenue. Never said a word to her either. they need to like make contact with the people. These people are like, hey, I see you too like to suffer and animate forever. Alley Cat, yeah, that was it. Yeah, I think she moved on. People on the Discord are suggesting Andre do Let's Plays and Mark be a vlogger and Kai have a podcast. I think that was... It's okay to move on if you're, you know, not interested anymore. Then there's the person who was doing the Warrior Cats, like word for word animation, and they did some good stuff and got really popular off that. I don't remember what their username was, but there's a lot of really talented animators floating around. It might be SS Warrior Cats or SSS. Yeah, they're just starting back around episode 6. I haven't seen Bok Bok Toy. Or is that the username? I don't remember if that was a username or not, but it was probably was. I didn't watch Warrior Cat Thing as much as I should have. Oh no, she took it down? That's really sad. There's kneeling. I've always wanted to connect with them and be like my people, but like I said, too shy. I'm trying to branch out and speak to more people that do things that I do now, like make comics and stuff. Breaking out of the shell, woo! We're talking about other animators who have also tried to make their own YouTube series. Those are just the ones I remember from back in the day. YouTube is what makes things a lot harder for people to be discovered doing their own thing now, especially if it's animation. So if somebody made a new thing, I wouldn't know about it. Ooh, I haven't heard of her. I'll have to look her up. Yeah, he's kneeling to Zoe. Zoe's like, ah! I don't like webtoons either. I was uploading extra there for a while, and like people, actually read it and were being really nice about it. But webtoons changes up the way that the, non-promoted comics are promoted constantly, and so you can't really, settle into your groove, and it's really difficult to upload comics. Like you can't schedule them or bulk upload if you're not a promoted person. They don't have comment notifications, and they sort of just lure readers in by being like, hey, your comic could become whatever, you could win millions of dollars. And then you're like, ha, psych, read these 5 comics instead. Interesting. Oh, hey, Tempe. Tempe has graced us with their presence. That actually sounds vaguely familiar. Did I see that? Maybe, did she even meow? She might have heard meow. It's like, woo! I think Zoe should be wearing the amulet at this point. She really wears it. Seems like a good time too. So he's like, please stop. Sure, arms are too long here. You made made the fairy fox amulet? That is so cool. If you have a picture, you should put it in the Discord. I've always wanted to make one. I'm glad somebody has. I want it to be full size here. The Hawk King sort of wants her, but she's not as important to his plan as Mark is. The only reason the King sort of wants her is so she doesn't use the amulet. They talk about in this episode why the King wants Mark so bad, because I feel like that should get covered. Past Christy, cough cough. This episode is a lot of getting people up to speed on backstories, hopefully in a non-boring way. She is the chosen one. Well, she's a little bad at being the chosen one, but that's alright. She'll grow into it. The link to the Discord is in the description of Fairy Foxes 12 if you're interested. I'm looking for it. I should draw Mark too. He's like, yeah, he's a little dramatic. They should have a waffle party after the war is done. After war waffle party. They could have a feast, I suppose. Celebratory feast of victory. Spoilers. Maybe he could do the anime, like, nervous elbow. I think they'll like touch base with them again, or at least, you know, mention them. You'll see them again. I don't know how much interacting they'll do. If they do what the humans feel, they'll probably be, you know, the same-ish age. They're only older because I changed their ages to fit the story better. Maybe Varivox is just aged at rapid speeds. Zoe, so I guess canon, she's only like what, a few days old. Sweeto Tunes, I don't know who that is, but I'm glad Mark looks like him. I miss Soren. What's after this? Mark introduces him. Alright, let's try to introduce Indigo officially with as little drawing as possible. Oh. Mike's just gonna like, hey, this is Indigo. He only bites sometimes. That is a derpy face. Well, the sword is going off to the side. She's not too scared about that. I need to make this eye bigger just because I normally make their heads bigger. Let's close up. Compensate. Did I finish the walkathon? I did not. If you weren't here when I got Mark, Louis, Dragon, and of course Kai carrying, or Andre carrying Kai. But everybody else still needs their animation. An interesting looking Mark. He's got farther apart eyes than I usually draw. Maybe the... I don't know. I don't know. You would point forward with your thumb. I can just say it, I guess. He doesn't need to point. Cuts to Indigo's face. You're running off 2 hours of sleep. You gotta go to bed. Get some sleep. Have Indigo duck a little faster? It's not timed out yet, but when it does go down, it's gonna say something and stay there for a bit, and then be like, get down and say something else down here. Once I have the sound clips, I'll space it out the way it should go. Right now I'm just sort of slapping them all next to each other. Like back here. Where is it in this one? Everybody has a conversation at light speed. It's just so fast because it's not timed yet. Yeah, you guys need to sleep more. Go get sleep. I'm gonna switch this here to fluff too. You should get yourself like a giant version of those roller hot dog things in gas stations. Just be turning on it. I'll draw a picture of Reba on a hot dog roller. Little jammies. Fox dog. Get these arrows. I bet you he's a decent archer. I thought I'd be making the old animations. I don't think I'll redo the music videos, but I have thought about making new ones. I have thought about like redoing episode 1 with new animation but the old audio. Like just keeping the audio. I think that would be a fun project. I have a lot of projects to do already, so it'll have to wait. Alright, there's the introduction. I guess I'll give him his bandana and his strap thing. Yeah, Mercury explosion. Maybe I'll slap some reverb on that. It would be great. The Kai doesn't show up till episode 2. Yeah, I should do episode 2 instead. So I get all 6 of them. That's okay. We can ditch Kai. Ha. What's next? Let's consult the script. Oh yeah. Mark is like, oh yeah, we've got an Andre. Oh, you have tinnitus? That stinks. Have you always had tinnitus, or did it just like show up one day? I hope the ringing goes away. It seems like it would get old pretty fast. Yeah. Come on, Marky. Marky's floof hair. I've worked on extra for so long that his hair has been tainted by Xavier and Theo's. It's like a cross between the 3 of them now. It's Marky, Xavier, Theo hair. It's just all over the place. Chaos. But I can see the bits. Like there's some Xavier up here, some Theo down here, and some Mark in here. don't think that's quite the same thing. But oh, weird. I didn't know you could get scars in your ears from infections. Doesn't sound fun. Yeah, Mark and Thea are both upbeat troublemakers with crazy hair and ears. They do have. Or maybe it's Theo has a bit of Mark in him. Dun dun dun. If only Fairy Fox is only provides entertainment and moral support through Discord. Side effects may continue. I think human ears are amazing in their ability to detect a range of sounds while remaining immobile. Like, we don't have to scrunch our ears around. And I don't know if I'd want to hear the entire sound range. Like, the range I hear is pretty cool, and maybe even like a bit beyond would be cool, but like, I don't want to hear like super high-pitched stuff that would just drive me nuts. Theo's ancestor. I suppose he is a predecessor character-wise. They do have severe differences, though. I wonder what their biggest difference is. I never really thought about that. They're both kind of pranksters, but I think Theo's more likely to be like rude, and Theo's way more secretive, and Mark puts all his cards on the table. Theo likes to work solo, where Mark keeps a lot of buddies around him. Finnegan. very unhappy, Andre. Playing a board game with the others. He would be a very annoying winner. Give him a longer snoot. Trying to have him like growl. There we go. Just need little nose bloops. Instant growl. He's probably down to the side. A few more floofs. I think Kai would win chess enough times that Mark would stop playing with him. He's got Kai in his back. His arms are still hanging down. That'd be a pretty cool fox summer. Kai learning slang words. Really old school ones, like groovy, slamming. Kai's still taking a nap up here. Kai's secretly awake and just like messing with everyone. slang words from the 1800s. I don't know any slang words from the 1800s. Probably be stuff like awesome. Fantastic. This blindfold is supposed to be Andre's cape, so I might make it a little longer. Make sure that paper goes all the way out. Alright, that's Indigo reacting to that. And then I sadly might have to stop because my wrist is starting to act up. I had to do a lot of drawing before I started streaming. Don't want to stop, but unless I do coloring, okay. That's not as wrist intensive. Maybe I'll color for a bit. I'll just let's do that. Coloring. So we should make a second layer for him. There we go. I'm not gonna work to the point it was last time. It's like just a little like warning signs that it won't be good later. So I'm gonna take it easy and color. Not draw the line art portion for a second. Be on the safe side. I know I have my limits, which is why I said I'll stop if it gets too bad. Do not want to repeat last time. Shovel has no limits. It's true. Shovel may be stuck in a throne room door right now, but Shovel will rise again. I still need to find a good place to hide Shovel in this. I have so many things to hide in this episode. I forgot to hide a few things in the last episode, so I'm gonna make up for this episode by hiding them twice! I need to hide an extra reference in here somewhere too. Maybe I'll just stick a few of the characters as foxes in the background again. Shovel lives on in our hearts. To draw his tail. My shovel's just still stuck in the throne room. He's hanging out with the king. Here we go. His brown ears in. Speculative design for Indigo. Well, you know, I did a lot of speculative design for Indigo too, so I'm sure yours matches one of those. I was considering giving him like a scar or something, but like, nah, he doesn't need one. The scar is on his heart. Kai's already, yeah, he doesn't beat Kai. He's more just like angry, disgruntled fox. a while ago I said there wouldn't be a lot of Kai in this episode, and I lied in the script. I'm like, well, he's gotta wake up. Indigo emo? Indigo is more... what's the word? Sneaky justice vigilante? I don't know how to describe it. Looks like his line art just jumps away from him. Oops. You're starting a Mary Fox design menu? That's cool. Show it to me when you're done. I'm just gonna skip Marco. I've got indigo colors active. If you're on the Discord, there's an art channel, and if it's something random, you can just put it in like the VC chat. If it's like art I put it in the art channel. Stitch. Oh, Donnie messaged me. Donnie said the Fairy Fox's trailer popped up and is recommended. Wow. Let's see where this clip's doing. Here we go. Alright, let's get some indigo ear colors. Let's see what he needs. He needs his eyes, his bandana, and it's technically the stripe color already. Eyes, bandana, arrows. Just gonna make his nose brown. Mark needs coloring help. Oops. Wrong layer. Sometimes I get so caught up looking at the details, I miss very obvious things. Like his entire quiver back there was I already did the color for it. But three baby robins. That's so cute. Alright, let's get their eye colors and Mark's ears. His eyes are actually significantly lighter than his hair, even though it doesn't look like it. Ears. his ears. Amulet. And drink. Okay. Zoe's face. Turned out pretty good on this one. Good. Little bits in Zoe's floof. The amulet. Alright. I think that's the character colors for this fit. This scene is longer, but I need to give my wrist a break. So I will unfortunately have to say goodbye. But it was great having you guys here. Thank you for coming. Sorry it got cut short. I don't want to get hurt again. So, hope you guys have a good evening, and happy birthday to listener Yanti. decent amount done. Not too shabby.